Hello, my name is Jarett Rierson, and this is my Speech 250 Persuasive Speech assignment. So, the topic I'm going to choose to speak on in this video is what exactly caused the Twin Towers to collapse after the airplanes hit them on September 11th, 2001. There's many viewpoints that go into what caused them to come down, including many conspiracies. Now, the only thing I'm going over is what actually caused the towers to fall after the planes hit them. A lot of people believe controlled explosions brought the towers down. People claiming, well, they didn't tip over, they didn't fall laterally, they fell straight down, center of gravity to the ground. And many people believe that it takes controlled explosions to do that. Well, I'm going to use some simple physics and using modulus of elasticity to explain why they fell the way they did. So, basically, I work in engineering. I have a pretty good understanding of physics and engineering materials and most properties deal with steel and wood, etc. One thing that has to deal with steel and stuff is modulus elasticity, which is a curve or formula and ratio that describes the material and how it can refrain from tensile stress. So pretend this piece of paper is a piece of steel. It's still a beam, right? You got the perfect size right here. Well, you can pull and pull and pull, but it's already been stretched to its permanent point. Well, if you take a beam and you put pressure on it, it actually stretches it out this way like this, pushing it more towards its plastic limit or its elastic limit. The elastic limit is the point to where once it stretches so far, it will not return to its original shape. Well, when you apply heat to an object, it decreases its density and it causes it to expand. Well, when you have the jet fuel from the airplanes burned as hot as it didn't melt the beams, but it did put it beyond its elastic limit, and the increase in weight, the debris, eventually forced the beams past its fracture point. That explains how the jet fuel could affect the beams. Now, the reason why it fell the way it did, as if it was pancakes stacked on one another, when they were building the Twin Towers, they were building a structure from the outside in, basically stacking pre-built modules on top of each other. Well, when those beams gave in on the interior, it caused it to fall in on each other, and that's what caused a stack effect. It was a module stacking on top of each other. And the reason why the radius of the debris wasn't but so bad was because the gravity did keep it within that certain area. Objects fall to center of gravity, they don't just fall sideways. Anyways, that's my video right there. If you have any questions, you're welcome to email me.